Hello.
Directors, both animation directors, amazing, amazing games. You guys must know them. Small game called Sifu, small game called Rematch. Both work together, and they actually took time of their lives after work to talk to me for 3 hours, which is it's a lot. So I appreciate you guys being here. And if you guys don't mind, just to start, right? If you guys don't mind introducing yourselves, talking a little bit about your background, where you guys are in the world as well, and about some of the stuff that you've done over the years as best as you possibly can.
Okay, I I'll begin, I suppose. So I am in the industry uh, for now 10 years, and Sloclap is actually my first studio. But at the beginning, we were a very little studio, like 10 people,
Hmm.
and yeah, I studied in the little school, art school. I learned all about CG, CGI animation, but around feature film,
Yeah.
not video games, and I had to learn all of that at Sloclap. So yeah, at the beginning, I was just an animator on Absolver, our first
I remember Absolver was great.
yeah our first game, and after that, actually, I we did Sifu, and I had the opportunity to trying the animation direction side of this job. So it was my first experience,
Hmm.
and yes, I hope to talk about it more because it was pretty special for me.
Of course.
And for now, I am animation director and on a new project that I can't talk much about it. And that's it.
Amazing, amazing. And Mostapha is actually next to Kevin. So
Yeah.
Mostapha, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. So where am I in the world? I'm in Paris, next to Kevin.
Yep.
I worked in the industry for about 8 years. I was in a small studio, indie studio in Tunisia,
Hmm.
and then I worked remotely with Slock Lab on Sifu.
Hmm.
And then I came here as an animation director for Rematch. And Slock Lab is my biggest studio yet.
Nice one. So 8 years, 8 years and 10 years. So I'm super fascinated about you both, and you guys probably don't know, but like it's incredible to me that you guys made animation directors in such a short time, first and foremost, and then you guys actually worked on titles that are super huge as well and very well received, and you guys did so much. And from my perspective, like it's taken so many years for me to get to be an animation director because, like according to history, you actually have to kind of like have lots of like, games under you and also lots of knowledge and all that stuff. But you guys managed to kind of like pull it off. First, Kevin, when I first talked to Kevin, I keep telling him all the time how amazed I am that he actually pulled it off in with no experience. He pulled off a game like Sifu that everybody talks about the combat, the animations and stuff like that. And you obviously, Mustafa, now with Rematch is the same thing, pulling off a football game that is completely different than a combat game. It's actually no small feat.
Yeah,
So
maybe it's a trend here in the Slock Lab.
I guess so. I don't know exactly what you guys are eating, but whatever it is, it must be amazing.
Good cheese.
It's good cheese. That must be it. So, I would love to actually know, first and foremost, like, how do you guys feel as animation directors, first and foremost? Because I know it's a lot of work and there's a lot of responsibility in your shoulders. So, how do you guys feel as animation directors? And then, like, do you see that progression? Like, do you see a problem traditionally for that progression to take so long? Or do you think that actually 8 years, 10 years is good enough time for you guys to be directors? For anybody out there that wants to be an animation director and dreams to be that way. Mustafa.
Yes, yeah. Can I start? I wasn't actually I wasn't aiming to be an animation director. It came naturally. It's an opportunity, and I'm very grateful for it.
Hmm.
But I was only working on my skills, trying to better my animation skills and my game skills.
Yeah.
So I put myself out there with my work online. I did some animations that got the attention of Slow Clap,
Hmm.
and here we are. So for me, speaking for my experience, I can't say or I can't give a plan of how exactly to do it, but what is sure for me is hard work and dedication for this craft, which is very hard. So that's that's for me.
That's a great answer. And Kevin?
I don't know what I can add to that because it's pretty similar for
Yeah.
me. I knew I wanted to work on the industry, in the video game industry. I knew I wanted to be an animator, and I put a lot of effort on it. It was my main goal, and actually I managed to find a way to put a step at Slow Clap and show what I could do with Absolver. And
Hmm.
I don't know if I should say unfortunately or fortunately.
Hmm.
There was no choice.
You had to do it.
Yeah, to do it for Sifu because actually we were two people, two animators on Absolver,
Wow.
and the second one left at this time, so I had to take the this role, and I had to learn on the on the floor,
On the fly,
yeah,
right?
on the fly, right, trying to put a team together, trying to experiment a lot of things, trying to communicate properly,
Yeah.
trying to put a vision together, etc., etc. So it wasn't very easy for me,
Yeah.
but yeah, I tried to be confident on my skills and was just doing what I love to do
Of course.
for the yeah.
Makes sense. So going back to Sifu and rematch, specifically for you, Kevin, um, if somebody was like a fly on the wall, like going from one animator, which was you when you started, and like you had to kind of like basically start making everything, and then eventually, most likely, your team grew, and then you basically had like, enough people, fingers crossed, to basically make the game and all that stuff. How does that look from behind the scenes? Like, can you give us like a timeline of like going from you alone to then Sifu is shipped with amazing animations? Like, how does that happen?
Hmm. Uh, yeah, I don't know where to begin with. Uh, it took me a lot of time to put the team together because at the beginning, Slow Clap was pretty unknown,
Mhm.
and there wasn't a lot of experienced or senior animator uh, in the in our sites.
In your area? Yeah.
Yeah, yes. So it was a lot of juniors, and I had to pick uh, the most I don't know how to say, but the most talented one,
Hmm.
and trying to find because I am a instinctive animator. It was very hard to me to find good words to express what I
What you
wanted
wanted.
to yeah wanted to do
Yeah.
and to feel. So I had to learn that and manage to transmit
Yeah.
to the people. And so it took a lot of times, maybe 6 years to have a very good team that I could actually uh, uh, be confident to let do the work
As you go through.
without me.
Yeah. So, like, who was the next animator after you that you hired to kind of like help you?
The first one was our lead technical animator.
Your lead technical. So you had a tech animator and you first, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing. So because you needed somebody to help you implement stuff as
Yeah,
well as
yeah.
right.
Because
Makes sense.
there wasn't technical animator on Absolver, so I did all the rigs, the tool and stuff. Because
Wow.
I have a technical background also. Uh, I didn't say it, but I have a computer science diploma.
Diploma, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I know to code and such. So yeah, I did that for Absolver, but on Sifu, obviously, because I need to do some direction. I wanted to let the technical stuff aside, just a little bit. So yeah.
That's great. And did they ask you to become the animation director on Sifu, or did you actually just took the opportunity and be like nobody's doing it, so I guess I'll have to do it? Was it one of those?
They asked me if I wanted to do it, bef first one, and if I was not afraid of that.
Hmm.
Actually, I was a lot, very, very afraid of that because at this time I wasn't so confident in myself
Yeah,
because you said so. It was for me. It was young because I was at this time only 3 years of experience, maybe.
yeah.
It's very for me. It's a junior.
Yeah, it's super,
Yeah,
super. Yeah, yeah.
and yeah. So I just say yes. We'll see. And if it's a disaster, maybe I'll leave.
In shame.
Yeah,
That's it. No, but I think that is there's actually like a really good lesson there because you kind of have to take the plunge. You kind of have to
yeah,
like you need to be uncomfortable with what you're doing in order to grow and become better, right?
yeah, yeah.
And and
Absolutely.
and I guess at this point in time, looking back, you feel much more comfortable with becoming an animation director, or do you feel like you still feel the same feeling as you used to feel before? You're still learning, still growing.
We always learn something, but yeah, Sifu helped me a lot for in my position to be more comfortable to put a vision together to help the team to push the team to do amazing stuff. Yeah, I'm more confident on that, but I still don't know what I'm doing, but I think it's normal. We just do what we think it's best.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what to do. So I don't blame you, Kevin. That's exactly how it goes. What about you, Mustafa? Like now Rematch is obviously the latest game from Slow Clap. I can see so many clips on YouTube on the of the game and people playing it and competitively and stuff. I played it as well. It feels amazing. So like what's your journey within Slow Clap? How did you actually like obviously you came into Slow Clap as animation director, is that right?
Actually, I worked with Sloclap as a freelance on Sifu, and then applied to be just an animator.
Mm,
Actually, I was amazed by Kevin's work, and I wanted to learn from him.
yep.
So I applied. I was saying I'm gonna be an animator under him. I'm gonna learn stuff. Arriving here, Kevin told me, "Nope, you're gonna be an animation director on the next project. And he threw me in the water, threw me in the water, and I had to um, have the same experience that he had, but it's actually a bit easier
Mm.
because he prepared a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's great.
It's not the same thing that he had to go through,
Yeah.
but I had my challenges also.
Okay.
So it was good, but I was shocked, but I had to do it also.
Also as well.
So
So for you, Kevin, I guess you didn't want him to go through the same pain as you, right?
Okay,
Hello?
I
we
was
lost you.
muted. Sorry,
Oh,
sorry.
no worries.
Obviously not, because
Yeah.
it was no healthy. It was very hard for me.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody go through the this journey, because
Mhm.
actually we 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 could be lost, and maybe lost a little bit the the spark
Mhm.
of this
Yeah,
passion, and yeah, it was very hard. So I wanted to Mustafa, don't leave that, and yeah, I think I
yeah,
managed
you were
it.
successful.
Okay, cool.
Congrats.
Mustafa is still smiling, so probably get you successful.
And yeah, actually now we are both working together on the same project, and it's amazing, because for me it's the first time that I actually can work again with the team I
Mm,
put together for Sifu,
mhm.
but this time it's not junior anymore. It's a very competent one.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess everybody must have leveled up because now they have two projects under their belt as well
Yeah,
with experience and stuff, right?
yeah.
That makes complete sense. Yeah, Mustafa. So, like, now something very important that I think we should mention because we're getting questions, and thanks a lot for everybody in the comments, the chat, for you guys being here. Thanks for all the questions. Keep bringing those questions in because we'll answer them live here. All the questions that you have about being an animation director and the industry and what it takes to make a project like Sifu and Rematch, right? So I want to talk a little bit about, and you guys don't have to go into details if you can't, but I know firsthand how taxing it is to be an animation director, but also I know that in the industry, people when they become directors of any kind of realm in games, you kind of lose a little bit of that, yeah, that like what makes games special because you see it all a little bit, right? How do you guys feel about that pressure that you guys have that is constant and it's like they keep asking for more and more and more and more, and at the same time having a game like Sifu or Rematch that is like really well received and amazing reviews? Do you think that is worth it? Do you think that like it equates the same thing, or do you think that perhaps you would like things to be a little different overall? And I'm not talking about just Soul Clap, I'm talking about the industry in general.
In terms of the effort we have to put to
Mhm.
yeah, actually when we are working on the stuff, we don't essentially have enough uh, uh, sight of the whole thing. We go day by day and we try to make it happen. But after, in hindsight, I think it's very taxing, and we should be very careful on how we approach it. Especially, you can when you work with a team, you have to protect the team. You have to be very careful on the well-being of the team, and that's very important. But because it's a long run, it's a marathon.
Mhm.
3 years of work on the same thing, on same problems, trying to fix things, and seeing the result only at the end.
Mhm.
It's very hard to manage. Yeah, we. I think I and Kevin, we tend not to celebrate too much the victories, but we should. I think we should celebrate and see the the result of our efforts.
Yeah.
because actually now we are uh, working on the next thing. We're thinking about the next problems.
Of course.
We don't have the time to stop and to take a breather.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's very normal in the industry, right? Like, and I guess you feel like you are so close to the project, and because you've seen the good and the bad and everything in between. Um, eh, People normally they play the game, normally just see the good. They're just like, this is a great game. It's the final project. Do you feel like that also has to do with the fact that you want to move on to the next thing because you have spent so much time, so much energy into this thing that took years to make?
you take it.
Yeah.
Okay. Me, it's hard for me to see the good things. As I said, I only see the bad things and I'm trying all the to fix them.
Hmm.
But yeah, I also try. Uh, you should take vacation because
Yeah,
after my
totally.
vacation, I said, yeah, Rematch is a good game and I'm proud of it.
Okay.
So we have to take recul. I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah. You have to step back.
Step
step
back.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And what about you, Kevin? Do you think the same thing? Do you think like you're so close to everything that you just stop seeing what's the magic of the game?
Uh, Absolutely. Yeah. But I don't know because it was the case at the beginning with Sifu.
Hmm.
I be, I was beginning to learn how to step back because as you know, you know now Jordan, and
Hmm.
as the creative director is it's a very talented one, and I learned from him to trying to step back and not panic, not watch only the big wave, go step by step, and be confident on the direction. Um, so yeah, it's I don't know. It's depend of the day. Uh, I can say
Yeah.
one day I will just be devastated because I think it's a wrong day, it's a wrong choice, wrong game. I don't know, but next day I step back and actually see the positive
Yeah.
side of things. Uh, yeah,
Yeah. Actually, we have a saying here that we say it's gonna be great. Uh, when things get hard, we say it, so
It's gonna be
we
great.
calm. It's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
great.
It's ironic because when the delta on the impossible things to do enfin, seems very hard.
Yeah.
We say it's gonna be great. We don't know how, but it's gonna be great.
Some way, somehow, you're gonna make it,
Somehow,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
We,
Um,
yes, we let future us deal with this.
Yeah.
exactly. That's a great way of actually tackling it for sure. Really cool. So I think we can actually start answering some of the questions I have more questions for you guys, but we'll answer some of the questions. Um, Alex, thanks a lot for being here. Alex asks this: how much of the knowledge and workflow you transfer from Absolver to Sifu, and now from Sifu to Rematch within the studio? What would be that percentage?
Um, i- there is not a precise number for that, but actually, Absolver was a very good prototype for Sifu because we had a lot of animations, we had a lot of uh, answers of a lot of questions about combat and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So we just took what we did and just push it to the maximum
Nice.
at this time. It was I don't want to say it was easy, but um, it was pleasant
Yeah,
because we have the very good environment and we had a lot of fun at the beginning. Obviously, it became harder after, but But yeah, it was. I don't know. I think my feeling is that Sifu was just the prolongation of Absolver, but
Absolver.
with another creative direction, more precise, more just different.
Nice one. But
And
and then
sorry,
from and then from Seafood to Rematch, like the games are so different. So
Yeah.
do you guys took any lessons from one to the other as well?
Yeah, I think the team was present, but the answers and the learnings we had to start from, not to say scratch, but we had to find problem solve many things that we had in Sifu.
Of
So it
course.
was a challenge of sort. Uh, we relied on the experience of the team to find the solutions, but it wasn't easy. We had a lot of constraint to work with,
Hmm.
and this came also with the fact that the game is online, and it's not an IP that creates a type of game that we don't see very often,
That's true.
third-person football.
Yeah.
So we hadn't a reference to look aside from reality.
Yeah.
So it was quite hard to find the way.
Yeah, and it's stylized as well, right? So it's like it's not like you are making just another football game
Simulation, yeah.
simulation. You
No,
actually don't
it's
want to simulate life. You want to exaggerate life, right?
yeah, it's a bit arcadey, bit simulation.
Yeah,
You should feel like playing football. You should feel like a footballer, but
yeah,
it's not the very little minutia of the thing. It's
of course.
the bigger picture, and it just had to feel good and great and fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, and I think you guys nailed it because I'm guessing you guys had a rematch like at some point too stylized animations or not stylized enough, and you got had to find a middle ground
Yeah,
for the game, right?
yeah. It's I think it's also the case for Sifu. We place our animation style to serve as well.
Mm,
So we take reference, study real life reference. That's very important for us. But we
nice.
try to have it work with the gameplay constraints and the feel that we want to have, the snappy feel, the good feel of the controller.
Okay. So yeah, no, that's great answers. And just so you guys know, hopefully here on the stream you're gonna get lots of like love roses thrown your way. Alex saying like, Sifu combat system animations were fantastic. So I'll keep on showing you this so you understand that the job is amazing. Like you guys did an amazing job.
thank you.
So like here's something that actually Chromosome actually mentioned, which is very much about in a small studio, you have to wear multiple hats. And you felt that more than anybody, I guess, in the beginning, Kevin.
Yeah.
But I guess that's basically what led you to becoming an animation director, and maybe you, Mustafa, had to do something like that as well in the beginning of Rematch, right?
Yeah.
How do you balance having to most likely animate and then direction and then check things in game and talking with designers and talking with coders and stuff? How do you balance it all, Kevin?
Yeah, actually, at Slow Clap, the majority of the leads and directors is doing something on the production, not just only leads and not just only give the direction.
Hmm.
For my case, I animate a lot on Sifu because
Hmm.
I did all the main character animations, and yeah, it was very hard to manage to find the time to actually animate,
Yeah.
and the rest of the day just give feedbacks and just communicate something to the designer teams or another teams, validate character proportions, rigging systems, such things like that. um, I don't know how I managed it. I actually, I the feel was I had 2 days in one.
Yeah, you felt like
Uh,
you had more
it,
hours in the day.
yeah, because the working hour, the normal working hour of the day, it was my director director hat,
Hmm.
and after that, when everybody leaves the floor, I began to animate.
Oh, so it was after work, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah, yeah,
And how long, how much more do you had to dedicate to that work after work, do you think?
a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
And that's why you're saying that it was so difficult, right? It
Yeah,
took a toll.
it was very difficult, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I liked it, so I wanted to do cool stuff. So
of course.
I didn't watch all the hours spent.
Okay, makes sense. That's and I think every studio is like there's a game that makes them, and I feel like Sifu was the game that made slow clap. People can like everybody knows about slow clap now because of Sifu. Like I'm guessing now in Rematch, Mostapha, things are not as hard. Maybe still hard, but not as hard as maybe Kevin had to
Yeah,
witness.
yeah, maybe in term of volume, but it's the same on Rematch. I had to do much too much stuff from working with animators, designers, character artists, effect artists. We had to uh, give our input on everything.
Yeah.
So it's a to cooperate on the game, but I was vehemently prohibited to do after work hours.
Ah,
I
okay.
managed to sneak some,
A
but
few.
well, yes, it was because from the experience of Kevin, and also I saw
Yeah,
that the sparks uh, it's gonna leave him. So
100%. His
and it's
eyes, right?
in his eyes. So it's very important for me to animate and to stay because I love it. So I don't want to lose it.
Of
So
course.
I protect
Makes sense.
myself from overwork.
That is amazing.
But the way of doing things is the same. We
Okay,
work on many things at the same time, and we hope to find the time to animate and to sit on the
of
desk and
of course.
do
On
the
top of
stuff.
everything else.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And here's a good question from Chromosome. He asks, do you imagine, I guess because you guys have worked there at the moment as animation directors, but do you imagine your role as animation director will be very different if you were to be at a different studio? And do you think about it?
Uh, for me, 100%. I think it's very different from a studio to another.
Yeah.
Uh, Even if I don't have experience on other studio, I talked a lot with other animation director, and yeah, I'm sure it's not the same. And because it's so dependent of the production of the value of the studio, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Each project has is different, and I think also studios are different.
Yeah.
So I think yeah, it's gonna be
Okay.
different than another studio.
Yeah. It depends on the studio DNA as
Yeah.
well, right? How each studio is. And also, Cinematica, thanks for the question. Asked, now knowing all these things that you know, because you both sound like very wise men at this point after so much things. What advice would you give yourself before becoming an animation director?
Hmm.
It's a hard question.
It's a hard question. Oh, absolutely.
I let you.
I don't know. I,
Well,
I'm still searching my answer.
yeah,
I'll let you guys think because I think this is a good one
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
it's a very good one.
yeah.
Mm.
I don't want to give an answer just to give an answer.
Yeah.
I think from our side, it's like Mostapha said, uh, trying to protecting myself a little more,
Hmm.
uh, because I know now that it was very dangerous for my spark, and I could be very sad uh, to lose all I have now,
Hmm.
and yeah, uh, and I think it was not so necessary. We can't we can't know, but I think I put too much effort because I I wanted to be successful.
Of course.
Yeah, so I didn't know what uh, what to do, so I did I think all I could do.
All you
But
could do, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So but now I think I have more wisdom to and more step back to do a better choice, a smart one
Hmm.
to be able to shield the team and protect also myself.
Amazing. What about you, Mustafa?
Yeah, maybe better directing the efforts in the right places. So
Mhm.
what you get most value of, and leave the stuff that not to be a perfectionist. So leave the stuff that is good enough as is.
Okay. Yeah, so not to be too much of a perfectionist, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And a follow-up question to that. Do you think that you need to find, like, you almost have to go through that, like you guys have been through, like working too much and putting yourself to the brink to basically find your limits, so you then have that wisdom that, as you mentioned, Kevin, that you now can dial it back and know exactly where that middle ground that keeps you happy, but also still going forward. Do you think that that is something that everybody needs to go through, or you think it's something that we maybe can learn some way somehow without going through it?
I was muted again. Sorry. I think, and I think it's. I'm sure. I'm sure. I don't think I'm sure. Anybody should go through the through that. I think it's not necessary. Just be a little bit outside of the comfort zone.
Hmm.
It's necessary, uh, but not too much, because you risk to fall and it's very dangerous. So for me, it's a very sensitive line to cross or
Hmm.
not, and trying to maybe put a little more on our shoulders, but feel very fast if it's a little too much.
Right. So kind of fail fast so you can kind of go
Yeah,
back a
exactly.
little bit. Makes sense. What about you, Mustafa, from your
Yes, I
perspective?
think you have to allow yourself to make mistakes, but you should be aware of the very dangerous one. And
Yeah.
I'm grateful to Kevin to because I learned from him what are the no-go zones.
Yep.
So, but you should make mistakes and you should learn from them. That's a process,
It's
right?
part of the process, right? Yeah, no. Makes complete sense. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like because I hear that a lot, and especially people like burning out, like going overboard, or like just like because it feels in the moment, it feels like the most important thing that you ever made in your life, and especially if it's the first time that you're animation director, you're willing to do anything to make sure that that moment is attached to your name, right? So you have to be an animation director of something, so you better make that good. And this is maybe, at least for me, like Kevin, because Kevin and I speak quite a bit, is like what made me like overwork to, because you want that correlation to be something that you're proud of, right? So when people see my name, they see the game. When they see the game, they see my name on the animation.
Yeah.
So
If
I, Go ahead.
Sorry, but if you can manage it without burning yourself, go for it. But what's the
Exactly.
point if you can't continue afterward?
Exactly, exactly. And I think something else, and this is why I'm doing this live stream, is that I think people also, amongst many other things, for animation directors, because a lot of the people don't really get to speak with animation directors, is to know that it comes at a price, but also that you have to learn things, certain things, the hard way, unfortunately. But having people like Kevin teaching you, Mustafa, on how certain things that you should or should not do immediately made your life a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
and you can see that most likely that there's correlations there. And I think that that is something really important in the industry that we don't do enough, like sharing that information about what works and what doesn't. So hopefully through this conversation that we're going to have for for the next 2 hours or 2 hours now, it's going to be a lot of knowledge from you guys about like exactly what kind of things people should look out for when they become animation directors, which hopefully is going to work out. Cool. So everybody on the stream, especially if you're watching this on LinkedIn, and if you want to collaborate and if you want to ask questions, please come and join us on YouTube because I don't see the comments on LinkedIn, unfortunately. So please come and join us on YouTube, ask questions, and then we can talk more about exactly this wonderful thing that is animation direction. Um, so, question for both of you as well. What are the advantages and disadvantages of working in a small team? Um, I guess we can go with Kevin first.
Um, yeah, I think about it often because I knew Slow Clap. Like I said, 10 people. Now we are, I don't know, 130 or maybe more.
100. Wow.
Yeah, it's very the difference is huge.
Wow.
And what I can say is that when we are just a few people, we we can go faster.
Hmm.
And I think we have to find smart solutions because we didn't have a lot of resources. So if we wanted to reach a certain point of quality or stuff like that, we had to be smart.
Yeah.
And I think I think now with 130 people, um, the the difference is that we have resources, and sometimes we we tend to be to use brute force to just do a lot of animation. Maybe it's too much for one feature, but we can so do it. But and the fact that we are so much now, I feel that everything is slower down to validation, to talk among all these people, all these leads, all these director to be aligned with the direction. So I think it's yeah, it's slower, but it's still fun. Um, I liked it. I liked both side of this, and yeah, it's just different.
It's
We
just
have
different.
to, yeah, we have to adapt in our position. So yeah.
Makes sense. Do you have a preference for one or the other?
I think small studio
Small studio.
it's more fun.
Yeah, makes sense. What about you, Mustafa?
I'm gonna go with small also.
Small studio.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like I guess it's more nimble, right? You can make changes faster. You can like review things faster. A bunch of stuff.
yeah. Maybe the game you're aiming for are not very expensive, but has its charm to be nimble and fast and being able to do stuff without having to much. I say it like this, but bureaucracy. But we
Yeah,
are not there. But I think big studios have to validate anything, they have to
Yeah,
go through many layers.
absolutely, absolutely. Unfortunately, like the systems, you need to create more and more systems the bigger the studios get in order to get things to move in a way that is not chaotic, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. The asked a really good question. I think it is in the minds of a lot of people. If someone loves animation, why would they want to switch to becoming an animation director? Is it just because of the higher pay? It's a tough question.
Yeah, for me, if it weren't for uh, allowing me to animate as I wish on the project, I wouldn't have taken the role of animation director. So it's
Right.
the most important thing for me is being able to animate and to express myself. The animation directing comes after. It's good, it's fun, it's challenging also. But yeah, it's a very good question. If you love animation, you could be an animator and enjoy yourself
Yeah.
without having to be a director.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Absolutely. What about you, Kevin?
The same, actually.
Same.
Yeah, actually the same. Like I said, I had no choice. Even if I decide to try it. Now, if I could go back and know that I I could animate more, I think it's the choice were different.
Oh, which
Uh,
choice would that be?
but I want I think maybe to become like principal animator, like a very experienced one,
Mm,
could share his knowledge with animation director and stuff like that. Maybe learn about some direction
hmm.
also. Maybe be the right shoulder of the animation director. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think uh, I will choose that.
A principal animator instead of an animation director.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. I actually know, a shout out to Jonathan Cooper. He is another animation director legend, Assassin's Creed and a few other games. And he actually stepped down as well. He actually kind of went to become an animator at Naughty Dog from being an animation director. And I think he was for a similar reason, I believe. Just he just wanted to animate more. And I don't think there's any like it. People sometimes feel like they get to a certain level and there's shame in coming down or like doing something that you, but really there isn't. If you find that this is what you wanted to do as a person and you're true to yourself, I feel like do you guys agree? Like it's okay to
yeah,
basically just not
Hundred,
be it,
absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
right? It's something that yeah people should keep in mind because when you haven't been an animation director, there's a feeling that when you do it, then you're gonna get stuck in that position because there's nobody else. But just know that it's okay for you not to be it. We have a technical question here from Joel for rematch for Mustafa. How do you address animating everything around a prop that is seemingly physics driven and have both parts play ball, so to speak, have both parts kind of connect?
Yeah, that's the magic of the thing. We had to rely on systems that are very tight and very precise, and we have to work with very tight timing, very sometimes very big spacing. Um, but yeah, we tend to cheat a little bit sometimes. But it's the magic of animation, right? But our systems allows us to interact with the ball in a fluid way. So
Yeah,
sometimes you're in a possession of the ball, so we have a system that take action and we animate for this system. Or sometimes you have to take the ball on the volley. So volley system, yeah, you're showing
yeah, I'm
the
showing
images.
the animations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Um,
to say it wasn't easy, and we had to test it very thoroughly and again to find the right feel of it. But
mhm.
actually, we are happy on how it came together.
And it feels fantastic. Like how much iteration, like there must have been a lot of back and forth about the feel of it all.
Yeah,
Not so much the animations, right? But how does it feel?
yeah, we worked hand to hand with the designers. It was a back and forth on the feel versus the the animation quality because at a certain you could have a good feel, but if the animation doesn't follow, you're
Yeah,
gonna have something that is not right. So we had to do a lot of back and forth
a lot of it. Yeah,
and negotiations, frame wise.
I can
Uh,
imagine.
yeah, yeah.
So
Give
you were frame counting pretty much at the end, right? One more
yeah,
frame here, one less frame there, right?
yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, and so like in the studios there's always this fight, not fight, this discussion about like what is more important, design or animation for the feel, the 3Cs, the camera and things like that. And I guess there was a lot of that talk, right? Like,
yeah. It
you
was
know,
at the heart of it. But I should say animation and design work hand to hand to have the feel.
yeah,
Uh,
that's perfect. And do you actually, was that something, Kevin, that it's been true since Sifu, the fact that that feel is there, like you guys go back and forth quite a bit to make sure that it feels good.
I can't see can't see how it could be different. For me, it's like an obligation to work with designer and be
Hmm.
very uh, close together. Uh, Obviously, there are iterations and it's normal, but at least here at Slock Lab, we love uh, uh, core gameplay. We
Core
love
gameplay.
beautiful animations. We love when all is makes sense,
Yeah,
and we put a lot of efforts and a lot of time to have the core gameplay right and fun and enjoyable and beautiful.
yeah,
So yeah, for me, it's what I think what all the studio should do.
yeah.
Uh,
Unfortunately, that's not true for all the studios.
yeah, yeah, but
But I agree. I agree. It's actually quite interesting, and like there's a lot of techniques and things that you must have had like to make tough choices on about animation. Like one of the things that I like the most, it's like for example this thing, and I know that maybe it doesn't matter for the players and stuff, but you guys have this technique that basically when the ball is off screen, you have this right here.
yeah, an
And
indication. Yeah,
the indication, I've never seen that before. Maybe there's another game that has it. But I was thinking about it. I put my animation director hat on, and there must have been a discussion at some point about like what happens if the camera is not seeing where the ball is, and you
yeah,
still need to know where the ball is coming from so you can basically receive it and play the animation.
yeah,
How was that like for you, Mustafa? Because
yeah.
it's amazing.
Actually, before that, we had a discussion how, with the animation, we could convey this important information, and it's came naturally. When you're playing football, you tend to look at the ball all the time,
Yep.
so it's could be a simple solution as a simple look at the ball,
Hmm.
and we had to fine tune it because sometimes the ball is behind you, sometimes, but I think with the animation you could convey the information, and then the UI and the sound also
Yeah,
coming from left, coming from right. So
that's it.
all the elements must work together to make this as much readable as possible.
As fluid as possible, right? Yeah, this is the stuff that actually kind of like I nerd out a lot because it's actually quite awesome. There must be a lot of, so you tried the system and it didn't work, and then you tried this other one, and then when you put sound animation and design together, and UI, I guess this as well has UI, then all of a sudden it just clicks.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Love it, love it. So I know you must be feeling conscious, Mustafa. So I'll stop showing this. So
No, no.
one of the things that happens as a director level is that you don't have a lot of time because you have to deal with so many things that it's sometimes difficult to have time for your team, right? So Carolee Hagen asks, how do you balance giving more junior animators in the team their first shot at growing while not risking slowing down production or having the team having to rework animations later?
Hmm,
Kevin.
great one.
Yeah.
Um, my vision about that is not to consider a junior animator as a junior animator or a senior as a senior, etc. We are all together. When we did reviews, animation reviews, all the team actually is together, and all the team can speak with uh, his experience. Uh, no judgment, just tips, feedbacks, together loving our job. And of course, we need to take a little more time uh, with the juniors. So yeah, it's naturally for me because we know the potential, we know uh, the weakness, we know the strengths of each member of the team. It's
Yeah.
different uh, for for uh, for one person to another. So yeah, we're just trying to find the right spot to help the person to grow a little more every day, and but not to be too much intrusive. Let the autonomy doing let the person doing mistakes because it's
Yeah.
important.
Absolutely.
Uh, Not give all the answers on the plate, stuff like that.
Mm.
And yeah, I think it's a team effort. It's not only the director or leads to push the team forward. It's everybody. Even a junior can learn something to a senior animator.
Absolutely. That's amazing. What about you, Mustafa? And
Yeah.
how do you direct?
It's the
Teach.
same process. Actually,
Yeah.
we do the reviews, and as Kevin said, we leave some breadcrumbs for the animator to pick up. We don't give the full answer right from the get-go. And what's cool about this process that when everything is present at the reviews, they can see the feedback given to other animators, and they can incorporate them on their own work. It's not don't go one by one. This I found very cool.
Yeah.
It's a feedback for everyone, and it allows us also to have conscious of the things that we want to see and to put them into words. So the we develop a vocabulary to work fast
Mhm.
and to not to have to we have a how to say it a vocabulary for us, special for us. It's not the same vocabulary that we have for animation. Like obviously we use stretch and squash and all
Yeah.
the basic stuff, but for each project we develop a certain a way of saying things that clicks and make the feedbacks more understandable.
Nice one. Nice one. And like for you, Mustafa, like how do you find seeing somebody grow under you and your team? Like, like especially when you get an animator that really understands what you're trying to say and they grow and they were junior and now they're mids and they're going to senior. How do you find that journey as an animation director?
it's a very good feel actually, and to know that you helped someone develop their craft as you wanted someone to help you. So and to be able to rely on them and to grow the team together and to make some awesome stuff together. So it's incredible actually, and also you can learn from them about yourself, and that's very important.
Yeah, you grow as a person as well, right?
Yeah.
As you kind of like talk to them and they teach you stuff back. It's really cool. And what about you, Kevin? I guess Mustafa must be one of those. But
Yeah, it's pretty the same. I think it's very rewarding. Uh, and for my part, certainly the my greatest pride to see the the team grow day after day. But I think it's also what required the most effort.
yeah.
Yeah, we could think that it's the quantity of animations, the system, the difficulty of the systems, and such like that. But for my part, the yeah, the most effort was on the team, and I'm very grateful to see now everybody happy and enjoying every day uh,
Mm,
the the job.
that's really cool. Must be incredibly satisfying knowing that you're the only one and seeing this grow into this team. How many people do you have in your animation team right now?
Uh, exactly, I think we are 13, 14. Yeah.
13, 14? Yeah, so going from 1 to 14 people, it must be an amazing achievement, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's amazing. And did you ever had this moment here? What was the moment that made you realize that I think I'm good at this animation director thing? Do you have that, or
Uh,
I,
like it's not a thing?
Absolutely
it's a
not.
it's not a thing. It's the most fleeting thing actually. Uh, I can say I can animate. I'm good at making run cycles. I'm good, but never say I am a good director. It's very hard actually.
It's very hard, right?
Yeah, and very fuzzy. Also, how to quantify it? How
Mm,
you ship the game, right? But are you sure that you made absolutely the best decisions along the way or not? I can't say that.
agree. Do you must feel like this sometimes, Kevin, right? Like I'm so good at my job.
Uh, maybe a little less. I have very hard on myself.
Mm,
Uh, I, like Mostafa said, it's very difficult for me to celebrate and enjoying my work. When so yeah, about the animation director stuff, I search a lot uh, validation about other people's
validation,
other leads or directors
of course.
asking if what I was doing was right, but I think there are no answers of that. Just the right thing is to be to be happy and trying to do the best thing possible, depending on your instinct, your
Yeah,
feeling, and the project.
100,
What serves the project the most,
100%. Yeah,
and thinking and thinking a lot about players because we did all of that, of course, for us to enjoy our days, but we think a lot about players.
of course. Yeah, because you always have to think ultimately about how they would feel about this, how fun would this be, and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? And like an extension of this question is as well like obviously you guys animate and stuff as well, but does it sometimes feel like you're not doing much and the team is doing all the hard work? So like, do you feel maybe a little bit like why do I have to have credit on this because they're doing all the hard work? Because I feel like that sometimes in some games.
Since Mostapha and other leads joined me on this project, I feel pretty like that. It's easier for me. It's more enjoyable,
Mm,
and it's yeah, it's more. I have a ton of fun working with Mostapha and other leads because, like I said, uh, I waited a long time to be able to work with these guys again
yeah.
after Sifu
Hmm.
because they have to do rematch and I have to do the next project
Oh,
conceptions.
you had to separate it,
Yeah,
right? Right.
and I was a little sad, but I knew that this time will
would come.
would come. And so
Yeah.
yeah, actually, Mustafa is a very talented animators and more.
Yeah.
Actually, it's me uh, uh, learning maybe more uh, with him
But
at my
Mustafa,
side.
Mustafa is like, "Pfft,
Yeah,
nah, not me.
but he don't know. I think he can't accept that, but it's a fact. And
Yep.
yeah, I think it's actually the team effort. And
Yeah.
yeah,
That's cool. That's cool. I guess for you, Mustafa, you still animate, or do you start sometimes feel the same way? Like your team is actually doing all the hard work and you're just there.
No, as
Like,
I said, I animate and I it's very important for me to animate. So
yeah,
I in on my daily work, I absolutely have some time to animation dedicated purely to animation and to creating stuff.
perfect.
Uh, one of the most important thing for me actually. So aside from my duty of directing, this is one of prerequisite for
You need to
working like
animate,
that.
right?
Yeah.
You need to animate. Makes sense. Makes sense. And like, if an animator that is watching this right now wants to apply and make it and work with you guys at Slow Clap, what kind of like skills does he have to have or she has to have, and what are you guys looking for in a candidate for the best, like, for the most part?
uh, it changed with years. At the beginning, I search um, just good animators with a good eyes, good observation, able to pick and extract what the core movement, the core feeling of one movement, and interpret and apply
Hmm.
on our for our needs. But now I'm more into the vision. It's more like the intention of a personal project, for instance.
Hmm.
Uh, I want to see the mindset, the world where the guy is living, the art style, or what's yeah what are his visions, and the technical side, the animation side, it's less important for me because I know it's just practice,
Hmm.
and one day, fortunately, uh, we will teach
Yeah.
the a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So it's more about like the personality of the animator to see if he gels with the team, you think?
Also, yeah, of course, the human side, if
Side.
it's fit properly with the team, with the mindset of the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love to see personal projects because because it's the opportunity to show what the what what the person like and live for.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like some of the beliefs, some of the background from the person, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Some of the things
exactly.
that, yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Actually, I don't like very much the very academic exercise, like just a bouncing ball or I don't know the a work cycle.
yeah,
If you want to do a work cycle, search on the intention. Uh, we have to remind the what is the thing that make this work cycle memorable and
yeah,
uh, and so great. So yeah, it's not a neutral things.
yeah.
Academic, it's not important for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Makes sense. It's all, yeah, yeah, yeah. You want to get to the bottom of why this person actually is creative and can come up
Yeah.
with good ideas and all that stuff, right? Um, eh, Mustafa, I guess for you is the same when you hire, or
Yeah, we discuss a lot. Actually, I found it pretty difficult, this side of directing, the hiring.
the hiring?
Yeah, it's something I want to work on myself. On what I look for is pretty much the passion, the potential, and also side projects are a great way to see this in the person.
Yeah,
If the person shows up with only the academic stuff that they do, it's not very interesting for us.
yeah,
And maybe if the person have a very strong opinion about animations, that
right.
interests me a lot. If they don't like, even if an animation is good, if they don't like a style, that's a good thing for me to see, because uh, it made me realize that this person analyzes animation and have taste.
Hmm.
So that's something I look for. But yeah, recruitment is pretty hard,
It's pretty
actually,
hard,
because
right?
yeah, you have to work with this person for a long time, and
That's it.
you should make the right calls, or
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
you could regret it sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. I remember like way back in the day, we used to hire as if you were like working for films or VFX. You know, like when you see a show reel in the person in the work, you used to be like, okay, so this is good work. So we're going to hire the person for their skills. But I think we are at an era now in games that is very important for us to kind of like hire based off the personality because you end up working with, like you took you 3 years for Rematch, right?
Yeah,
So working with a person that you don't gel with, but yet they are good animators, it's really hard. I had to do that a few times because like all of a sudden you know that you can he can do amazing work or she can do amazing work, but like the fact that he doesn't gel with me, doesn't have the same passions, he's just here for the money, it feels a little bit soulless in a way, right? So I guess you're looking for that person that gels with a soul clap team, like kind of like DNA that you guys have, right?
yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. Yeah,
Amazing. Yeah, because I can actually, like, knowing Kevin, I can understand, like, why you are working with Kevin so far, because the energy is very similar to you two. I can see that, so I understand that. And I think every studio has that. Like, there's like a DNA that is
Yeah,
embedded in the team. It's normally the animation director that kind of creates that team, and then, each team is different, which is really cool.
yeah.
Cool. So, um, uh, do you guys have anything that you want to know from the audience, people watching us right now, that you're curious to know more either about your games or about your careers or anything like that? We can ask the audience and then we can basically get the answers.
How much of our audience is self-taught?
Ooh, how many animators are
How many?
self-taught?
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. So for anybody watching right now, please, if you don't mind answering, if you are either self-taught or if you actually went to university, is that what you want to know? Like, or
yeah.
like a course somewhere?
Yeah, of course you could, but is animation your actual study, and or you had to learn it by yourself.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Um, like cinematic already said me. So I guess we have one, which is great. Um, okay, well, and then somebody else is saying 50-50. Carlos 3D animator, he's saying 50-50. I guess it must have been like, is it courses or university, Carlos? And that you had, like, is it like Animation Mentor or university? Because I feel like most people actually kind of like go to Animation Mentor or something like that. For you guys, when you guys hire, do you guys find that you hire people that are self-taught for the most part with their own projects, and this is how you get it, or do you guys hire from a specific university in France? Because I know you guys have like Le Gobelin, and they have amazing. Do you guys hire for some place like that?
Um, no, I don't watch like CVs. I just watch the demo reel, and even I don't watch the name of of the person because yeah, I just want to see if this guy is a good animator and if he could fit with the team, with the needs. And after I I just look at the university or maybe not.
Right.
And yeah,
Nice one. But do you find that most of the 14 animators that you have are actually coming from school, or is it like most of them are like self-taught and they basically learn themselves animation and all that stuff?
there are not a lot of animators in the team uh, that is self-taught. I think it's all came from university. But
University.
but Mostafa, I don't know actually.
Mustafa is screening, so
Maybe I'm the only one that don't know it.
hence why the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we have also Apex Predator said that he went to general art school, but I feel he feels like he's self-taught.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just the same for me. Even if I was on animation school, it's not
mhm,
animation school, it's more a film school. Actually, like my job at Slow Clap, I had to do a big project for the end of the studies. It's a a little film,
mhm.
and even I knew that I wanted to do animation. I liked animation, etc. I didn't do any animation uh, because I had to do technical things because nobody wanted to do it. And I did VFX, I did lighting, I did rendering, but not so much animation. Maybe because I knew that I could learn afterwards. But I was like a lead because I was the only one who give feedbacks on animation, even if I don't animate.
Yeah.
And after that, I just joined Sloclap, and actually, I didn't animate a lot, so I had to not only learn how to be better animator and also how to animate for video games.
Wow. So you basically started like, so I guess you started with the technical first and then you learn animation
Yeah,
on the job.
yes. At this time, when I was younger, I was convinced that I was pure technical and not an artist. I was sure to won't be able to do artistic stuff one day, but
Wow.
I think it's not the case now.
No, no, for sure not.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a fact. So yeah, you have to for the guys in the chat, um, you have to be confident that all could change, uh,
Yeah.
and uh, and just doing what you enjoy to do.
Like exactly. And now that you've been doing this for so long, I know you're an animation director, but do you think you enjoy animating more than the technical side?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I knew we would win. I knew it's just
Yeah,
normal. So,
even if I actually do a lot of technical stuff,
Yeah.
Uh, for instance, for our current project, uh, I I'm doing basically all the animation systems,
Yep.
and it's a hard work because
Wow.
it's maybe the hardest one we did at Sloclap for me.
Hmm.
And we have tools. We Sloclap give tools to everyone uh, who can uh, do technical stuff.
Right.
So yeah, it's also for me to like be sure that the team is just animate, just doing the
Right.
thing
Makes sense.
they loved, and just I prepared the all the environment to to be happy, and maybe I will animate more later. It's a fact.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So you were like in all effect at the moment in time, you are not only the animation director, but you're also the technical animator,
I-
creating the animation systems that
Yeah,
everybody's going to use later. Right.
only on the game side, not on Maya and rigging stuff, etc. We have a
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah we have a team for that,
Yeah.
but we are a few people in the team working on the procedural animations, animation systems, etc., etc.
Right. 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 And do you work? Do you think you work with design a lot as well on those things? You go back and forth with temporary animations and stuff, or is it mostly like you setting the basis for then the stuff to come later?
Mm, it depends. It depends on the competence, the knowledge of the people. If I have a clear visions of what I want, uh, I I will prototype it at my maximum potential,
Mhm.
and after that, maybe it is a target to give to gameplay programmer or designer to exchange and
Yeah.
doing the thing better. But sometimes it's just good and just shipped with the game.
Yeah. Amazing. That actually makes complete sense. And because you have a bigger saying on the technical animation and you understand the systems, it means that when the project gets bigger, you can basically explain the systems and how it works. And if there's anything missing, you can just help out as well, right?
Yeah.
That's
Um,
great.
at this moment, I didn't try to explain the animation system to anybody, but I think I will do. I will need to do it, and I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes if they
Yes, it's
understand
yeah.
it. Amazing. And Carlos has a good question actually, because I think this is something that a lot of people are thinking about right now. Do you think that a cinematic or feature animator can do the work of a gameplay animator and vice versa? And I think this is a good question for you both because the more I know about Slow Clap, the more I understand that it's quite technical at times. So how do you feel about, especially all the animators now that are working on VFX in film and that industry, unfortunately, as bad as ours is, I think that industry is slightly worse. Do you think that fits? Do you think that you can actually do it? What do they need to do in order to get into this industry?
I don't see why not, actually. Uh, you can be a good cinematic animator and good gameplay animator. It's just you have to work with constraints on both sides. So yeah, it's totally possible. And what to do to get into gameplay? Maybe do some basic systems like Unreal or Unity, or try to understand the most basic stuff about gameplay animation just to know how it works.
Yeah,
But if you work in a team with that has already its systems in place, they can teach you how to work with it. And
yeah,
yeah, it's not a magical thing either way.
yeah. Okay. Nice one, Mustafa. And you, Kevin, do you think that people can translate from one to the other?
Absolutely. I think it's just about, like Mostafa said, different constraints. Uh, it's all about compromise. You have to learn what those constraints are, and after that, if you feel you could handle them, so yeah, absolutely you will learn and you will be a great gameplay animator or cinematic animator, and vice versa.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel the same way. The only like what I would say there as well, on to actually add to what you guys said, is that some of the things that I've seen is that if you want to be a cinematic animator in games, it's easy because you don't have to learn much. You just have to do the same thing. But to be a gameplay animator, which is normally the most valuable animator that you can be in games, because obviously it's all about the game in the end, it's difficult because you need to really love games. You probably can see that
Yeah,
from Kevin and Mustafa. Like they really love and breathe this thing to build systems and stuff. And I think that what I found through time is that sometimes because cinema and film in general has very linear pipelines, you just animate and then you give it to somebody else and then they do the thing and stuff. You are normally used to basically just either being told what to do by via a storyboard and you do it, or your supervisor maybe tells you what to do, and then you do it, and then it's done. You move on to the next thing. In games, it's not linear. It's like it's like a circle that with the being of the engine in the middle, and everything gets pumped inside the engine. And because it's not linear, it confuses a lot of people that come from film because they don't understand why they can just make one animation and then go in the game and then it's done, right? It
that
doesn't
is
work
true.
that way. And most film animators that I've seen that fail when they come to games is mostly because of that. It's like there's so much iteration. Most likely Kevin now that is building systems, and Mustafa with going back and forth with the designers with Rematch and stuff. How many times do you guys think you had to redo the animations for?
You have to accept that you will have to redo it now and maybe next month and maybe 4 months from now when maybe they discover a bug, maybe they discover something better to do with the systems, maybe they optimize some things, maybe
Yeah,
they change their mind. So you
yeah,
have to accept that and embrace it, and that's why you must be agile and nimble and try to get to the point very fast to help people around you visualize
mhm,
the things that we are trying to build quickly. And as we say, get it in the game. It is true. Sometimes it's difficult to do it, but you should be conscious of that, and you should be accepting that your work gonna be challenged every day.
100%. Yeah. Anything to add, Kevin?
No, it's a perfect answer.
Yeah. Mustafa is kicking it out the park. Yeah, no, so if you guys get used to that, it's genuinely like the way to get into games is very much like iteration.
Yeah.
And another thing as well is that sometimes when I interview some animators, they want to come into gameplay, specifically in games. Like they don't know enough about games, or they don't play games, or they don't study games. And going back to Mustafa's answer about when you find somebody and it gets hired, like Kevin and Mustafa said the same thing. You want to find people that connect with you and think they're like you, and you can hang out with them. And normally it's gamers. So if you're not a gamer, but you want to get into games and yet you just want to animate, normally if you just say those three things in an interview, normally it signifies that you're not really into games and you just want to be an animator, and that doesn't work in games very much, unfortunately. Unless you want to work in cinematics, then it works. Then it's fine.
Yeah, or maybe the systems are already done and you arrive at the end of the production and
Yeah,
you will have some very specific things to do if you can handle them, and that's all. But yeah, making the game from start to finish, you have to be very adaptable.
100%, 100%. Um, yeah, so yeah, Dave is actually agreeing. He's the epitome of what we're talking about because he's been an indie animation game dev for many 15 years, 16 years now or something. And he builds systems like you. Kevin, for many games, and yeah, he has done many things. So thanks a lot for being here, Dave. Appreciate it, man. Um, cool. So more questions. By the way, Kevin, Mustafa, do you have any other questions for the chat? Any any other curiosity?
Hmm, unfortunately not, but I will think about it
Think about it.
for later.
Mustafa, do you have anything else now that your heart is
Uh,
broken, that you actually in the minority, being self-taught?
no, no, I don't have a specific question right now.
No? Okay, 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 no problem. So a good one is this, which I think about as well, right? How do you guys usually approach the style, like the animation style? Do you have a workflow for that? And I know before you answer, Kevin, I know that you guys have a really talented art director that I met, that he's really, really solid. And you on the other hand, for Sifu in this case, you are the counterparts to the art director, right? You see the images and you see the style, most likely, correct me if I'm wrong, and then you want to create a style of animation that matches the images in the style. How do you guys go about creating that animation bible, that style that everybody can work on?
It's a For me it's a difficult one because I thought about it a very long time and struggle uh, presently about how to transmit the one direction and the animation direction. For me, the animation style is just a little, maybe not a little, but just a part of the animation direction. And I didn't know how to do it for Sifu, for
Hmm.
instance.
Yeah.
I think the style comes naturally with my own natural styles, which I didn't know at this time.
Hmm.
Actually, when Mostapha meet each other, he told me that I have a style. I have a
Yeah, you do.
yeah, and I couldn't see it, but maybe I think I see it now. And actually, I think Sifu is a lot of my animation style.
Hmm.
Uh, and now it's different because I know it, I see it, even if I liked doing what I like to do with my style. I'm trying to fit a little more with a direction I can give now and apply some keywords to help the animators to find a way with their style to approaching what I wanted to do.
Okay. Um, like as we talk about Sifu, I think we need to show some stuff here because I think your style, it's a style that a lot of animators want because it looks really cool. And you were saying as well, Kevin, talking about your style. Do you think your style is so prevalent now? Because I can see some of that DNA in Rematch as well, right? Like that stylistic, kind of like cartoon, like slightly cartoonish, realistic style. So, do you think that the style is so embedded within Sifu and now as a studio level because you had to do pretty much all the animations for the main character?
Um, uh, I think it's a part of, like you said, DNA of the studio.
Yeah.
Um, the thing you said about realism, we like. I like to use the authenticity and the credibility more,
Yeah. Hmm.
and it's very important for us. But we wanted to push that with a very memorable uh, style.
Like a
We
different style, right? Like
different
our
style. We like the viscerality. We like make the action better that in real life. So yeah, I think Mostafa used the same mindset for rematch. Maybe he had a little more authenticity about football because uh,
yeah.
soccer, sorry, because I didn't know a lot of techniques
Yeah,
on from that sport,
yeah,
but I was more confident on martial arts.
yeah.
So yeah,
That's amazing. So for you, Mustafa, like, do you actually are you a big football fan?
Sorry, come again. I lost you for
Oh, for you, Mustafa, are you a big
yeah.
football fan?
Again.
football
Oh,
fan.
big.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, we play much football here when we can, but
Oh, you do?
yeah, we and it's important for us to do it because it gives you the real sensation of being on the pitch and how you should move your body, how you should and one word is very important for me is authenticity.
Authenticity.
uh, yeah, we could search for style for I don't want to search for style for stylistic just the stylistic part of it. I want to convey what the sport is. So it
100%.
so it surfaces the style surfaces by itself. uh, I think me and Kevin, we have the absolutely the same mindset. Also, I love Kung Fu. That's why I applied here, and
Yeah.
doing football. After that, it's pretty amazing actually. Uh,
Were you
so yeah,
as soon as Kevin asked you to be the animation director, were you like Edna with the evil laugh and you're like, I'm so made for this. This is great.
I don't know. I don't know if I took it like this, but I knew what I had to do to get this to work. So I know. I also I knew what style I didn't want. So
Right.
it was right from the get-go that I don't want the extra cartoony stuff.
Too
So
cartoony.
how do we make the animation work for millions of football fans that they they should accept what they see and feel that is sincere and authentic. That's very important for us. So we had to study. Naturally, we had to study a lot of references,
Yeah.
going frame by frame, to see how the body works, to see what uh, um, the shifts in the weight, how the mechanisms of it work, and we slowly build up our visual library for it.
Okay.
That's what helped us to have this style, and
Oh,
also
I see.
constraints make the style also. So we had to work with very tight constraints, so it's factor in.
Yeah. Constraints normally have a bad rap, but they actually make games better.
Yeah, they
It's
simplify the choices also.
absolutely, yeah. If you have to work within a certain wall, certain walls, then you have to make it happen some way, somehow. And did you actually took a lot of reference of yourself and your team playing football and then put it in game as a result?
Yeah, we have a lot of reference shooting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's amazing. Is the world ever gonna see that?
I think there is a art blast somewhere in LinkedIn where we see the team doing some football
In
move
YouTube?
I
in
think
LinkedIn,
Oh, in LinkedIn.
yeah, or
okay.
YouTube
It's not an art station.
or ArtStation. Yeah, I saw it
Art
in on
Station.
LinkedIn, but
Oh, that's
you
amazing.
can see the team enjoying themselves.
Art Station rematch.
Yeah,
Art Blast, you said? I need to find this. Oh yeah. I think I've seen it. Yes, I think I found it.
yeah,
Let me know if it's this because I think everybody's curious to see. Um, is it this?
yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah,
Is this the one?
yeah.
Oh, this is great,
I
man.
wonder if there is some takes from the gameplay stuff, but I know there is for the celebration. We did a lot of
A
celebrations.
lot of celebrations.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because you guys have Ronaldo in the game as well.
yeah,
Did you guys capture Ronaldo, reference of
No, the
Ronaldo?
dance was done by one of our animators who enjoys dancing. She mimicked how Ronaldo moved.
Really?
But yeah,
That's amazing. Oh man, I mean, like the art is beautiful. Like your art director is amazing. Yeah, the animations as well. This is what I mean about the DNA. Like this animation specifically, you can see so much of like Sifu, even though it's football. Like you can see a little bit of that. Like I don't know, it's interesting. Like when a studio is really good, and you guys have made Soul Clap really good, you can see that it's a slow clap game. But it's still football. It's like a different game, but it's so good. So is this the one?
Mm,
No, this
I
is
don't know.
VFX. This is VFX. Gameplay VFX. I guess it's still VFX, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we gonna share some of the stuff we did on gameplay sometime.
Yeah,
Is
that would
there?
be amazing.
Yeah.
Gameplay animation showcase. Could be that.
So without the references.
but
Oh, this is
maybe
without the references?
Yeah.
maybe the next one
This
with
one?
with Dakar Melanie. Yes. Yes.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
You see?
Oh, yeah, she was doing the dance. That's so cool. What did Ronaldo think about this? Must have been amazing.
I don't know see if you have seen it or this is for why Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah, I saw this.
This it was me in the suit, but as you know, we heavily modified the mocap on slow clap.
Of course, of course. Yeah, makes sense. I like the acting skills. That's so cool.
It
And
was fun.
yeah, exactly. It looks like fun. And Sariam was the cinematic lead.
She's an animator on the cinematic
Oh,
team.
she's
Yeah.
an animator and a cinematic lead. Man, you guys have so much gold here. I wonder why I didn't see this before. So you guys animate
We lost you for a bit.
Oh, let me just mute it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this your office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a big room for do some motion capture,
This
but
one.
also presentation with all the team.
I love the dedication. This is great. And this you guys have accents as well to kind of capture the movement overall.
Yeah, we chose to do the celebration with mocap. It
Makes sense.
saves us a lot of time.
Absolutely.
Why? Yeah. I don't see the value of animating by hand all this work. It's not
Yeah,
efficient.
absolutely. I think at this point, we used to have to defend the mocap option, but at this point, I think most people understand that
Yeah,
there's things that you can do hand key, but there's things that you have to do mocap either because of style or. Is this you?
yeah, it was me.
Yes. This is so cool to see, man. Yeah, isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how like we actually spend so much time going through this and then we see it all coming together? And I feel like if the job is well done on a game like Sifu and Rematch, people press that stick forward and they press the button to jump or press the button to shoot or whatever. When it works, it's just people go, yeah, this is how it should work. and it's as simple as that. It's very much like animation. When it works well, it's like, yeah, no, it's good, it's a good animation. But when it doesn't work, that's when people go like, oh, this is horrible. I'm stuck on the animation, and why is this taking so long and stuff. So it's very ungrateful. How do you guys feel about that? About the fact that
Yeah.
you put so much blood, sweat, and tears, and then it just works.
Yeah, it's a bit weird to do so much stuff for your work to be invisible in a good way,
In a
but
good
it
way.
should be invisible. And actually, Kevin, we talked about this with Kevin not so long ago, talking about animation direction and how we should approach some stuff.
Mm,
So yeah, absolutely.
absolutely. What about you, Kevin? Like how? Because obviously you've been you've just been there for all this time. So how's that journey been after seeing Sifu and putting so much blood, sweat, and tears in it?
Um, we I create. It's not my creation, but I put like a mojo on the splash screen of Maya. Actually,
Yeah.
when anybody launched Maya, it said animation is hard. Keep going.
Actually, I have it
Forget
here
about.
also. I look at
Yeah.
it every day.
Yeah.
I think it resume a lot of my mindset about it. We love what we do, and we have to do a lot of things,
Hmm.
even if uh, the people doesn't know is the size of the stuff and the work, but it's no matter for me because the the most important thing is to be together, enjoy together, and be proud of the result
Exactly. As a team, right?
as a team.
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel like for me, I never get like I get used to the idea because I made a movie about this ages ago, a movie, a video about this. I don't make movies, about this exactly how ungrateful animation is. But I do think that, like, I think people never quite even if you know it, when you spend 3 years on something or 5 years or something, and then you see it, and then you see that like cool, let's play the game. And there's no like stop, like look at the art and the stuff behind it. It still makes your head spin, right? Like I feel like the last few years, I think maybe 5 years, I don't care about it at all. But there's always a part of me that kind of feels like that takes me to the project because I feel like people will pay attention to the animations and they'll look at the animation the work and they'll be like, this was great. But then nobody does. And it's
Yeah,
difficult to swallow.
yeah. Actually, even us, when we look at some games, sometimes we should. I tell Kevin about that. Now I gonna put my gamer hat and I go rambling about how the game is bad and also sometimes I put my animator shoes and I see the value and the hard work put in it and
Yeah,
how much is difficult to chip a game.
absolutely.
It's
Like I remember like like when Cyberpunk came out. Do you guys know Sebastian Kalemba, the now the game director of Witcher 4?
No.
Yeah, he was the animation director for CD Projekt Red for many years, and now he is the game director for The Witcher 4. And he was on stage with Unreal when they announced Witcher 4 and things. And I remember perfectly when the game came out, there was a massive backlash because what people were saying how the NPCs in that game specifically, the animations didn't look great, and yet all the other animations look great. The first person animations, the weapons, the cars, everything was great. And then the NPCs is what exactly, and then it became a big thing because people just zoomed in into this one thing. And they did say they want to make updates. And I remember I had to go online to basically be like, you guys don't understand how much, because imagine the scale of that game, right? It's 7 years working on this stuff. And I feel like that basically resumes very well how things work a lot of the time in games overall. Is very much this idea that if you do your job well, then you basically just don't actually. get seen. But if you do your job bad, it's like, who was in charge of this stuff? Who made this mess? Right? It becomes a bit of a problem. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, the responsibility is ultimately yours. And I think now that I'm saying this, I would like to ask you guys: do you guys had a moment in the process of Sifu or Rematch that you had an idea, or you made a system, or you thought of a animation set, and it didn't work out, and people asked you, what were you thinking? Why did you do this? This is a waste of time. Do you guys is that how Slockup worked, or did you guys had something like that? Because some studios are fine with it, but some studios are a bit more harsh.
Hmm. I think we filter idea pretty soon, so we don't actually have to deal with this kind of situation. So also we test, and as I said, we go in the game pretty fast. So and we have great designers, so they help us see if the idea can come to fruition in
Perfect.
a good way or no. So we try to mitigate this sort of stuff as much as we can.
Makes sense. Before it becomes that, right? Before it
Uh,
becomes a
That was
problem.
a problem, yeah.
Right, right, right. So, and it's been like that at Sifu as well, Kevin,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I can't remember a thing that I could say. No, no, it's exactly the same. I think it's the value and the DNA of the Stock Lab teams.
Ah, okay. I think that's brilliant, and I think it kind of says a lot about Slow Clap. The fact that you guys don't have to go through that. The fact that, like, I think is really well put together because there's another question for you guys. I'm going to leave what I'm thinking for later because there's another question for you guys here. And he said, "What is it? What is it? It's about AAA here. Um, do you think you would enjoy being an animation director at a AAA studio? And what do you think would be different from what you're doing now?"
Um, it's difficult for me to respond because obviously I don't have this experience, but from my eyes, I don't think I would like to be an animation director in a AAA studio, just because I think it's more pressure, it's more stuff to manage, and obviously team to manage, and maybe not animating anymore.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't.
uh, so yeah, I don't want to try that experience. I'm fine where I am and I'm happy.
And this is before I ask you, Mustafa, this is exactly why I appreciate you, Kevin, so much every time we talk, because I know that even though you're going through a lot of pressure, you always give me the impression of the person that you know where you want to be and you're happy where you are, and it's really incredible to see.
Yeah, yeah. I don't ask myself too much. I don't. Yeah, I just trying to enjoy the journey. You know, at the
Mm,
beginning of my career, it was more about maybe a studio name, or maybe my name in credits,
mm,
maybe on the project. Now it's much more the journey and the people. Uh, so I don't know if exactly know what I want. I know what I don't want, and if I still enjoy what I'm doing, why change?
100%. Wise words, wise words. And Mustafa, well, how do you feel about that?
It's gonna be the same.
Yeah.
I'm happy where I am. I didn't have the experience to be an animation director at a AAA studio. Uh, if a AAA studio animation director title allows me to animate as I wish, then maybe, yeah, why not in the far future? But for now,
Yeah,
I'm good here where I am. I'm looking forward to the next project in Slow Clap, and that's
that's
all.
great. That's amazing. Like I love that answer. It feels incredibly because the reason why I asked that question first is because the thing that I was talking about before and feeling the pressure and people asking you questions about why do you decide these things, it happens a lot in AAA. And it's a lot of the time is very much because like the responsibility ultimately is with you as animation director. You're not animating, you're just directing things as best as possible and giving certain priorities and all that stuff. But like that kind of takes away a little bit from the fun because and things also become very siloed, which is something that you guys don't have. This is why, like I was saying, how I appreciate you guys working with designers so closely. The more AAA you go, the more those things start to separate, and then the game director finally unifies both visions. But like, there's no back and forth with design so much. You can a little bit, but especially on the big ones, you just do what you asked, and then you kind of put it in, and things happen more at the director level. That you speak with designers, design directors, and stuff like that. So like there's an element there that you kind of stop, that it doesn't allow you to enjoy it as much because you don't see a lot of the implementation, but you talk a lot about theory, and sometimes
Yeah,
that theory is wrong, and because when it's wrong, that's when it
yeah,
doesn't work out.
absolutely. Actually, I don't think I am able to direct somebody without practicing myself. I kind of instinctive animator. I don't know what I'm doing on the moment. I had to step back on my work to understand and afterwards give the direction. S- I can't just be strictly with the theory.
Hmm.
I have to practice, so I couldn't be able to just
To just do that.
do that.
Absolutely, that's amazing. I think that's really valuable. And I also think that for everybody watching as well, like if you want to be a game director, I think that it's important for people to know that there is different directions to actually, like, you know what I mean? Like, because you can direct a small team or smaller team, like Kevin is doing, like Mustapha is doing, and have a lot of fun. But then you can direct massive teams, like 40 people in your team, 50 people in your team, and then the fun is no longer there, but you're making a bigger game and you're part, like, you know, Call of Duties or Battlefields or whatever. But you kind of have to decide which one you want to go to, because I feel like what you're saying, Kevin, if correct me if I'm wrong, is that you're not willing to give away the fun of making games for direction. You like to have fun and be hands-on and see the process and have influence and all this sort of
Yeah, and learn and well, yeah, enjoy. What's the point if you don't enjoy what you are doing every day? It's yeah, it's weird choice for me.
thing. Okay, 100%. That's cool. Yeah, Mustafa, it's really cool. It's really cool to see to talk to you guys. Everybody in the chat, I hope you guys are enjoying. We had about 20-25 people watching us at the same time, different platforms. Once again, if you guys are watching us from LinkedIn, make sure to kind of join us on YouTube so you can ask questions. We can answer your questions. So here's a question from Carlos that I think is scary for everybody. When people go on it for an interview, and they actually have like an interview with an animation director, they get really scared because that title comes with a lot of weight. I think we all, have you guys experienced that before, like being animated, interviewed by animation director? Like it feels
N
Yeah, I think I've experienced it.
with Kevin, I guess, right?
Yeah, he can be a bit intimidating at first sight, but no.
Um,
I didn't have this experience. I actually never have animator leads,
mhm.
and yeah, donc I didn't know I could do that impression to someone.
Until we
But
met Mustafa, and that is
no,
like, what is like,
no, it was earlier because obviously we had a lot of animators going through the
oh, of
site
course.
Sifu productions, and yeah, I I learned that. So sometimes I just asked somebody else to go to the interview first, and
Instead
maybe
of you.
yeah, maybe
Yeah,
we'll do the last one.
exactly. Because that's what basically Carlos was asking, like the advice that you have, Kevin, Mustafa, when sometimes like it's overwhelming, and people feel very intimidated by this.
Yeah,
So, so what's the advice that
it's
you would give?
you have to remember it's a normal person. We are a normal person. I
Yeah.
Like I said, it's we love what we are doing. If you love it too, it will be great discussions. It's only about discussions, only about sharing experiences and mindset and etc. It's just about discussion, not judgment or whatever.
Absolutely. What about you, Mustafa? Have you been through that situation yet?
Yeah, I think being stressed in an interview shows that the person cares, and that's important.
That's true.
It's a natural reaction, and it's better for me than a person who comes who is uh, not very engaged and not stressed. So,
Yeah.
in the interview, many things about the person can surface, like the passion. If he's very passionate and wants to get the job, he's gonna
Hmm.
be very stressed.
Yeah.
So it's natural for them to. It's not a big deal.
That's true. That's a great point, Mustafa. 100%. I think that the problem that a lot of people have, like Carlos is saying, that is not from an outside perspective, is not so much about the person, it's about the position they have and the influence they can have in you being hired, I guess, Carlos. So I think this is why the maybe the stress comes from as well. Like when you, Mustafa, were being interviewed by Kevin, were you thinking that this guy is going to be the guy that is going to either hire me or not hire me, and it doesn't matter about others?
Uh, I forgot. It must have been. I entered a tunnel and then resurfaced, but but yeah, I think my work spoke a bit for me and helped me to carry my interview. So going into interviews with solid work absolutely helps.
Yeah.
Also, the vibe and Kevin maybe uh, saw in me someone who could work with and could build things together with. So it worked out. But yeah, it's not something that we should prepare. That's absolutely important, but it's not the
Absolutely.
end of the world.
Amazing. Amazing. Like really well put. And I have to give a shout out to Purple Haze because he just gave us a super chat. And that means a lot. Appreciated, Purple Haze. So he's asking, unfortunately, I cannot put it on the screen for some reason. But he's asking, he's been animated for a few years now, and he's taking a mentor classes, and all my peers say that my animations are great, and yet I can seem to land a job. And I lived here in the States and I've seen senior, oh, and all I see is senior roles. So is there any advice? Yeah, so I guess the question is very much that there's only senior roles. He wants to start as a junior and he has a good show reel. How does he get in? How would he be able to join somebody like a studio like yours? Any advice, Kevin?
Hmm, my advice, it's I don't know how to put it, but my advice is to to trying to have a chance to give it a go, to trying to apply at at maximum, even if you know you are not experienced enough. If you are confident about your work, if you are passionate, maybe someone will see your potential, and sometime I prefer someone who are less experienced, but sh that shown me that it could learn fast and doing some great work uh, than somebody who are too much confident about himself. And
Agree.
even if it's very good animator,
Yeah,
I I I, I will prefer the other profile. So you have to try. You have to be humble and um, um, transparent about you, not trying to cheat and
yeah,
to say what they wanted to hear.
100%. Yeah, that's really good. What about you, Mustafa? What do you say?
Yeah, what to add to this? I think it's also have to do with opportunities because sometimes the studio is looking for someone or it's not looking. So when the studio is looking for someone, it could be easier to apply, but maybe also you can apply and someone in the studio sees a potential in your work and
Yeah,
create the opportunity for you, even if they're not hiring at that time.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, and also just to add to this, I think those are great answers. But just to add to this, Purple Haze, I think there's maybe one thing that you're not taking into account, which is because you're in the right place, so you have that checked in. United States has a lot of jobs, great stuff. People like sometimes in India or South Korea, for example, like they actually have a little bit more difficult. I know great animators in Nigeria, for example, and they have difficulty. So you're in the right place. I think that's definitely a lot of market. US, Europe, perfect. If you have a good show reel, that works really well. There's a third element there, which is personality as well. Personality means a lot. You probably heard these guys talking about how they're looking for somebody that fits the slow clap persona that they're looking for, which is somebody that is passionate, that can make maybe more technical stuff and stuff. So I think you need to find that studio that matches the personality, and then try to see or find or speak with somebody within the studio that can basically give you what the kind of personality they're looking for, right? Don't try to match it. Just be you naturally. Don't try to like change yourself to find the studio, because that will only last 6 months, and then you're gonna be yourself, and then it's not gonna work out. Do the opposite. Find the studio that fits your personality, and then try to apply there as well. And if they give you an interview, I think you're gonna smash it. And if you have passion for gameplay, if you can nerd out, like for me at least, I don't know if you guys do the same, Kevin and Mustafa, but for me at least, like the most important part of the interview, if I liked your show reel, and I know that you know about gameplay, and then you're kind of almost there. To me, it's very important that we can nerd out about games. Like I like to ask about what's your favorite game and what did you like it. And if you talk to me and you say systems and animations and posing and this thing was so cool because animations, right, or something like that, and we can nerd out about that kind of stuff. Like he's one of us. So then we can basically work together, and it goes a long way. So I'll feel like a lot of animators fail in that side, because if you come to an interview and when I ask you, do you like games? And you go like, or like, do you play a lot? I don't play very much and stuff. And like, you start to kind of like erode your chances, because we need people that are excited about games. And a lot of it is because of Mustafa and what Kevin was saying, that it takes a lot of you. All the iterations, all the updates, all the talking with design, all the have to redo the animations. If you're not really passionate about this, it's really hard to make it a career. You normally fall. So yeah, Mustafa, Kevin, do you guys agree? Does this sound?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
Even if I have to say there is a profile at the studio actually uh, who didn't play a lot, didn't know about gaming, but we see the potential. We see that he was motivated enough to learn, and yeah, actually, it exists, but
It
it's not the
exists.
majority
Absolutely.
of the people.
Yeah, I guess it's the willingness, right? The willingness to actually kind of like make it happen. If you can see that, then
Yeah,
it's all good. Yeah, because no two people are the same, just so you know. That like I'm not trying that there's a perfect like thing that you can do in order to get it. It needs to be genuine. It needs to come from you. And we all people, so we can normally can tell. I'm pretty sure Kevin and Mustafa feel the same. You can smell the bullshit from a from a mile away, right? In the interviews and stuff. If people really want the job, but they're not really into it and stuff. So yeah, Purple Haze. I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question. I think we have the right people here for those questions. Um, there's another question for you guys. Actually, let me give a pause because we have like another 40 minutes. Any questions, Mustafa, Kevin, for the chat?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I forgot.
you forgot. You've been having too
uh,
much fun.
uh, do I have a question?
I have one.
Ah, cool.
Let's
Go ahead.
nerd about games. What which game you find the animation are fantastic and you don't understand how they made it.
Oh, like magical animation, right? Like you're just like,
S-
how?
yeah, the animation are so good that you question your ability to as an animator
As an
to
animator.
yeah.
Yeah, some like please let us know what are the games that you actually think that have absolutely amazing animations. Carlos actually says other than Sifu. I think Sifu is that game for a lot of people for sure. Um, that's really really cool. Kevin, oh Kevin is actually researching questions.
Yeah.
It's okay if you don't have any. It's all good, Kevin.
Actually, I'm cheating because I'm searching on the like a document I did for the animation team,
Yeah,
where I asked a lot of questions about game and animation direction and good lead, good director and stuff. So
Yeah,
I'm cheating. I will
looking for
just
the
pick
questions.
one, but just give me like 5 minutes maybe.
Ah, no problem, no problem. So people are saying, obviously, Sifu for Carlos. We also have Rematch. So there you go. It's like so. We have also Sea of Thieves as well. That's amazing.
it's a
Shadow of
good one.
Colossus back in the day. Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
was that was insane. The Last of Us 2. Yeah, that was also amazing.
very technical, very
Yeah, yeah,
amazing.
yeah. When it first came out, because I think we all remember when it first came out, it was like, how did they actually make that? That was definitely one that made me wonder, like, man, the animation systems are insane, are so complex. Um, so yeah, I have a question while actually Kevin is looking, um, and this is for you, Mustafa. Um, if you could flick a wand, what tasks that you have today would you make disappear to give you the team more time for just animating?
That's a very, very good question. I would say it's gonna have to do with meetings. If we have some superpower to transmit our thoughts and discuss without the meetings, but because they take so much time. Um, what else? Actually, they are important, of course, but sometimes you love animation, so you say I should be animating instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with this.
Do you feel jealous of your team that they can animate while you are in meetings?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes yes,
Sometimes
yeah, yeah.
they look at my face and know that
It's like,
I would rather be at my desk doing stuff than
that's amazing.
having meetings.
Nice one. Oh, I think Kevin got it.
Yeah,
Kevin
actually,
got the questions.
I got it.
Oh,
Even
before we go, we have
yeah,
also Elden Ring
yeah.
as for the answer that
Okay.
Mustafa asked. Yeah, go ahead, Kevin.
So I tried to catch up, Mustafa. I have three questions.
Three questions. Get ready, chat. Get ready.
Yeah, yeah. The first one is what characterizes an high-performing animation team?
What
Characterize,
characterizes? Yeah,
yeah, a high-performing animation team. Uh,
a high performing animation team. Yeah.
yeah, like IDs, team cohesion,
Okay. Yeah.
profiles, etc.
Okay. What do you feel? What do you feel actually makes a high performance team? Yeah. Perfect.
Um, I have the other side of the previous Mustafa's questions. Can you name a game where you feel the animation harmed the experience?
Oh, like actually was bad for the
Yeah,
game
yeah,
instead of being good. Like the game was good, but the animations were bad.
yeah,
Aha.
and
Uh-huh.
yeah,
That's an interesting one. Yeah. And those are the two questions.
yeah. And the last one is maybe it's too much, huh? Uh, in what way do you think animation impacts um, studios' project?
In which way animation impacts tourism projects? Like almost like if the animation is actually important for a game. Is
Yeah,
that what
yeah,
you
yeah.
think?
Because I only know the animation position at Sloclap, and
Right.
because you we love so much, and when I say we, it's like the entire team,
Yeah.
not only animation team, because we loved it so much. The animation is put in a front,
Right.
and
I can tell.
I know it's a Sloclap thing, but it's obviously important for us, but is there another experience or example of it's not the case or it is the case on other studios?
Yeah. That's a good question. Chromosome actually has he's an animator that has all lots of experience, and he says a high performing team is a team that is they complement each other in experience, skills, and works seamlessly. Yeah, I guess that kind of like resumes you guys very well.
I agree.
Thanks, Chromosome. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um, that's another one. Uh, oh no. It's Carlos. Carlos is actually he's having a conversation. Um, please answer like Kevin's answers if you have the time. Really, really cool. Kevin, I was just asking Mustafa about if you had a wand, a magic wand, and it was something in in all the things that you do at Slow Clap that you could just like eradicate, just remove, in order to make your life easier and better as an animation director. What would that be?
I'm sure Mostafa said reunions, meetings,
Meanings.
meeting.
Same thing, right?
Okay, no, I don't think it's the same thing because I think meetings is very important, but we have to know how to use it properly.
Hmm.
Uh, my my vision about that it's we we need to have um, more than three people because it's important to exchange,
Yep.
and we need to have less than maybe eight because after that it's too much and it's not effective.
Yep. Yep.
And I like to um, group up on the together around the table and discuss
Yep.
about certain things. Maybe just play the game and say what come in minds, what
Hmm.
could be better, etc., etc. It's very I like it, but obviously there are some meetings difficult. So no, I think if I wanted to eradicate something, hmm,
Would it be Mustafa?
Eradicate me?
No, please.
It's helping you a lot.
Yeah. I don't know actually, because like I said, I love the journey. So everything, even it's not so comfortable than animation, because it's my passion.
Yeah.
I like it because yeah, it's a thing. It's my job, and I'm a passionate guy, and I will do what I have to do, and trying to enjoy the most, even if it's not so much fun.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to see the positive. I'm trying to make it fun.
Yep. Makes complete sense. Great answer. Great answer. And I think the longer you are in the job, the more you feel that way, Kevin. It's actually quite interesting because I used to hate meetings. I used to also hate like too much organization, like when things are like too organized and like in terms of like funneling and like gating things and stuff, like you can only do so much and stuff. And over the years, I found myself being that person, asking for meetings, like, gating things like, the animators can do this much, and then we have Jira, and then we have to do this much after the lead does these things, and then I do these things. And that organization thing used to be something that I used to rebel against. It's like, no, you know what I mean? Like it's just free flowing stuff. But the bigger the team, the more organization you need to have. So then you start appreciating why the meetings exist and why organization exists, and why tickets exist and bugs and all these other things. Actually, oh, if there wasn't, it was chaos. It would be chaos, right? Things are chaotic already. So imagine if those things didn't exist. It's actually quite interesting. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, no, Ryan Sigaya asks, I'm a gameplay animator and I want to be a director one day, but I noticed that most are either hired in studio or should have director experience. How can I position myself to be considered an animation director? And this is over to you, Kevin. I have strong feelings about this one, so I'll answer as well.
Um, it's my journey, my experience. It's I think show that you don't need to have a director experience. Maybe it's much more comfortable, maybe. But like I said, if you are a little bit outside your comfort zone, if you are learning, because learning it's very important to enjoy, to tell your mind that you are going forward, and to be proud of yourself. You have to learn, and obviously directing is not it's not teached and in university. I don't think so. So you have to practice, you have to try, you have to fail, you have to learn, and it's exactly what I did. And everybody told me that um, I'm a good director, even
Hmm.
if I don't know very much about it. But if other guys tell me that, and I'm not so confident about myself, and I just learn on the fly, I think you can do it if you want it.
If
You
you
have
really,
to, yeah, you have to be courageous. You have to to stick. You have to don't give up.
yep,
Animation is hard. Directing is hard. Keep going.
amazing, amazing answer. Love it, love it. Mustafa, what do you say?
I don't know if I could add anything.
Mm.
Yeah, I think passion and dedication. Uh, that's the ingredients to this. Actually, I want to know about your strong opinion.
So my strong opinion is the following. Like I've met a few people that wanted to be an animation director early on with no experience. And like Kevin, I think that you should 100% aim for that, 100%, and work and strive hard and do it. But also like Kevin, I think it's one of those things that you need to, like, you normally fall into. You don't really strive to be. It's weird. It's like you like, for example, Mustafa loves to animate, and through his animation passion, he found himself working with Kevin, and Kevin just told him, "You need to be, you're gonna be animation director," and now he's it. Kevin, same thing, right? He helped the studio so much, created so many things that then people saw that he, because of the passion, the knowledge, the dedication, and all that stuff, they gave him the animation director position. So now he's animation director. The same thing happened to me. Just basically, you are doing a good job, you are doing what you love, and you have that passion and the dedication and the professionalism, and you go to meetings, you have opinions. All of those ingredients make for people to see you as an animation director. And eventually you'll have that opening, and then it'll be like, do would you like to be one? So it's almost like you have to wait until that moment arrives. Because another thing that I would say as well is that I also know people that want to be animation directors, but when they get in the industry and start working, they realize there are more principal animators than they are animation directors. And that's a really big distinction, because what you think an animation director does might be different to what you actually do as an animation director, right? Sometimes it's like, it's not about calling all the shots. It's not about like knowing exactly the direction of the game or the animations and stuff. Sometimes it's just about managing the team, or like making sure that the tickets are getting done, and making sure that the project is going forward. You don't really have a direction per se. Some other times, like Kevin and Mustafa, they have a strong direction, and then you do that as well. So it really, direct animation direction really means a lot of things for different studios, and you need to find out exactly what kind of person you want to be, what kind of animator you want to be, before you decide that you want to be an animation director. Does that make sense? Does that
Yeah,
Absolutely.
make sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It's weird. I cannot explain any better, and I wish I could actually tell you more, but that's basically what I've learned over the years. And the best animation directors are normally the ones that don't want to be an animation director. It's
It's
incredible.
weird. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really weird. Like a lot of the time, I don't want to be, but you be perfect, and then you do it, and then you realize, okay, so I understand why people saw this in me, but other people see it in you more than you see it in yourself. So yeah, those are what my strong opinions. Um, okay, so we have another super chat. Purple Haze, thank you so much, man. I highly appreciate it. Second super chat, I appreciate this. So Purple Haze actually asks, so he's been told that the best way to get into the industry is to actually make an indie game, um, and uh, and he just wants to land wants to land the job. So I think he wants to know if there's any truth in him either making an indie game or personal project to landing a job, if there's any correlation between the two.
wait, so making an indie game and shipping it?
I don't think he's shipping it. I think he's basically making a project.
Okay,
Correct me if
so
we're wrong, Purple Haze, but I think he's making a project, indie game or something small, so he can
okay,
basically
so
get the job that he wants in a
okay,
studio,
so like a demo reel where you get to play a bit.
for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kevin?
I think it's absolutely helped to be validate and to transmit the passion and the hard work because it's not so easy, even if nowadays there are engines and easier way to do stuff. There are a lot of tutorials online, but it convey that you are willing to learn and to yeah to try stuff and to make this. It's like a personal project, but specialized in video games. You have to be technical. You have to do some animations, to integrate animations, to
Mm.
etc. etc. So obviously, for a video games studio, it's a lot to see projects like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Mustafa, you think the same?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
absolutely important to make stuff, either if it's little animations, little games. But the value of it is very important, and the quality also. So if we see that you did it, you put in the work, and you realize the thing, that's a big plus. And
Absolutely.
we did not force you to do it like in a school project or whatever.
100%. Yeah, no, I agree. And he like thanks for clarifying Purple Haze, but so yeah, he doesn't want to ship it, but what I he paid a programmer and everything to just work on the animation. So what I would say here, Purple Haze, is that the idea of you doing this project is much more powerful if you do it all yourself. Because I basically there is no better thing to show in an interview or to a future employee than actually a little something that you've done yourself. Because going back to that interview question thing that we just talked about, it shows that you know games, it shows that you love games, it shows that you actually know how to iterate on the animations, it shows that you can actually build something yourself, and it shows that you know logic in games, which is something animators sometimes don't know. And there's so many things that you're showing if you did it yourself, that if you actually were to put that in front of Kevin and Mustafa, they just mentioned that they like to see little projects for animators before they hire them. That's your little project right there, right? You build it. And I'm pretty sure, Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong, but you probably ask questions about the project. You kind of go, how do you put it together? What were you thinking? And all that stuff.
Yeah,
And that's
obviously.
the interesting bit.
Yeah. It's the most important thing for me. But yeah, this kind of stuff, I think it's show the autonomy of the person, and actually it's what we are doing every day. Uh, we have an idea, we have a vision, we want to try it, we want to prototype it. If somebody show it's already able to do it,
Hmm.
it's great.
That's it. Exactly. And yeah, and I think Kevin also touched on something really important because he mentioned that the animation, like the talent of animation, is not so important. What's important is very much the idea of like you can actually implement animations because once again, correct me if I'm wrong, Kevin, but animation can be taught. Like you, somebody can teach you how to be a better animator and you can polish things and stuff. But it's the difficulty of making games that is like you need to overcome, and it's difficult for you to get. And the ideation, the ideas that you have in your mind, that also cannot be taught. Like you can either a creative person or you're not a creative person,
Yeah,
and the quality of the ideas as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. Actually, yes, Mustafa is rebooting his computer.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
Yeah, he will
All
come
good.
back. Yeah, but about what you are saying, it's like I said. For me, come from a technical background. Like I said, I was convinced that I, w- I will not be ever able to do artistic things. I was convinced that I don't have uh, what to s- universe in my head,
Yeah, of course, like
styles and
imagination, right?
imagination, etc.,
That's it.
etc.
Yeah, yeah.
I was very convinced about that, but I was so wrong, and now I know I had to learn that it exists. I had to learn to like it, to and to show it. And it was hard for me, and
Yeah,
it's for that I like so much to see people already have it, even if it's no so technical or not so great at such thing. I don't know
yeah,
when they show me they could have visions, they could have imagination, and when I asked just why, I love that question because it's not if it's not free,
yeah.
it's there is a very precise mindset, very precise uh, feelings, or I don't know. It's really what I am enjoying the most when
Absolutely.
I'm interviewing someone.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think Hey Mustafa, welcome back, man.
Sorry for the little technical
No
problem.
problem, no problem. These things happen in life. No, no, I couldn't agree more. I think like the quality of the ideas, because I'm pretty sure, like, let me know if this is true, Kevin and Mustafa. Like, when you want to hire somebody, like, and that somebody has great ideas and like the basically the know-how and works hard and creates these things. I guess you guys want to make sure that the person sitting next to you, you can basically go, I need an idea for this, or I need like, something creative here. And you are trusting the person that they can come up with those ideas, right? And they know how to work hard to get those ideas. And that thing that Mustafa and Kevin just nod to, normally the best studios in the world that actually have the best animation directors, they all think alike. I know I do. It's not so much about the animation quality. It's not so much about like, you as you. It is definitely you about you as a person, but not about your show reel or how you render things. It's definitely about your ideations. Your ideas are more valuable than the quality of your animations, if that makes sense. You can have like a really more or less a show reel, but if I can see like shot after shot that you actually have something that I haven't seen before, it's not just a walk cycle, it's not like a run cycle, a jump, and all of a sudden you have something super funny or super interesting or super great or terror or horror. If I haven't seen it before, all of a sudden I'm interested in you as a person. I want to know like what made you make those ideas and what kind of things can you give. It helps us a ton. It makes our life easier. Absolutely. So, um, Mustafa, Kevin, you guys have been legends. Um, it's I know 3 hours is a long time since I've been doing this all week. I like we have quite a lot of questions here, but I want to find out if you guys have any advice because we only have like about another 20 minutes left before we wrap up, right? So, like, I want to find out exactly what would be the best advice that you can give somebody getting into the industry right now, from your perspectives, knowing everything that you know right now. Um, yeah, that's it. I'll leave the question open like that. Do you want to go first, Mustafa?
Yeah, actually, it's a good question because right now there is, the all the AI stuff coming,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's a big thing, and um I'm seeing that it's gonna be something good and bad at the same time.
Mm,
I think the implication are very are very dangerous for people that are coming into the industry, like juniors. Uh, 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 Maybe some studio will try to replace some junior work but with AI
yeah.
to produce some rapid, I don't know, prototyping. So we need to account for that. Uh, I don't have the answers. Do we need to work with AI and to adapt it very early and use it as a tool, or do we need to resist? That's a question I have actually at the moment. Also, for juniors, I think, yeah, like you said, ideas are important, but for juniors, sometimes they are stuck on the technical side of things, how to animate, how this keyframe or how this should be smooth or something like this.
Yeah.
Uh, that's important, but to take a step back and to see your work as what's the value in it.
Mm,
It's very, very, very important. Also,
very well.
when I look for in the work of someone, I try to. That's a strong opinion that I have. Also, that I try to see if he's trying to come up with something we didn't see, and I know a lot about games, so I know a lot about references, and so if his references are not the last game that shipped 2 months ago,
Yeah.
That's for me that's a big no-no if I get references from the stuff that's actually right now very famous and everybody knows it. I want to see if you he has some little niches where
Right.
he develop his visual library. So maybe that's my personal feeling. Maybe other directors feel the same.
Yeah.
So it's very important to not uh, how to say it, take your references from the mainstream. All it's good,
Yeah.
but try to look for some new and refreshing stuff also.
Completely. That's something that makes you excited,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, I always tell people like we are humans after all, and we also want to be entertained. Like animation is cool, and nerding out about animation curves is awesome, but at the end of the day, is your show really entertaining to watch? I think that actually ends up being like a good way of seeing it. And Kevin, do you feel the same way? Do you feel like Mustafa?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why I couldn't be. But I have an advice for juniors or maybe not so juniors, everyone. I think it will seem a little cheesy, but it's all about my a little experience, my little journey on this industry.
Hmm.
I want to say to don't be too hard on yourselves. Don't torture yourselves. Learn to love yourselves and love
Hmm.
your work and your art. You will gain confidence, fortunately, even though imposter syndrome will always be there. It will remain. We learn to live with it. Um, and it allows us to challenge ourselves every day to grow,
Yeah.
to be outside of the discomfort zone. I think, I'm sure that everything is possible with desire and passion. Strive to share your world. It will also teach you more about yourself
100%.
and inject that into your projects alongside thousands of other future developers.
Amazing, amazing, wise words. Damn. That was really good. So yeah, definitely listen to Kevin. Um, and we also have like a question for Mustafa before we move to the next thing. Um, as a self-taught animator, what caveats of animation took you the longest? What kind of things took you the longest to learn? And how would you approach it if you had to do it all over again?
yeah. It's very good question because I reflect on it often. I could have gained so much time if I wasn't actually. If I had a good mentor at the time. That's
Right.
why in coming here I was looking for a mentor. Like at Kyoto.
I,
Um,
I'm sorry.
but I had to take the long way to learn by making a lot of mistakes all the
Yeah.
time. But yeah, uh, as a self-taught animator, maybe that's what make my style, but I had to look for the thing I love to do and not be funneled into the thing like everybody else.
Mhm.
So maybe being off the grid for a while helped me develop some sensibilities.
That's great.
Uh, yeah, but nowadays it's easier to learn from internet. There is a lot of good content. Obviously, yours, Harvey.
Oh, thank
Um,
you.
uh, I watch your stuff also to learn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Amazing.
I try to watch everything I can, even if sometimes I try to find some values, maybe one or two snippets or
Yeah.
that helps. So always strive to learn, always strive to share experiences, and that's it.
That's great, man. So, would you say that basically the way you hire is because you've been through that journey of like trying to be original, trying not to fill the mold, trying to find new ideas, new ways of actually doing these things?
Yeah, that factor into it. But
Yeah,
also we should we should how to put it look for different kind of persons, not the same profile always,
of
but
course.
it's a big factor. Yeah.
Amazing. That's really cool. That's super wise words. Kevin, Mustafa, like we've been here for like, 2 hours and 45 minutes now. I know you guys are actually at your office after work doing this with me, and I don't want to take any more of your time. You guys have been absolute gentlemen, and you guys have, I know you have to go and have dinner now and stuff and relax for the evening. Do you guys have any last words that you guys want to like share here? Anything that is in your mind before we wrap up?
Uh, Nothing. I think we've said it all. Uh, Maybe one last word that yeah, don't be hard on yourself, and the best is yet to come.
Yes, and
100%.
don't forget, animation is hard. Keep going.
Yeah.
100%. This is
It's
true.
gonna be great.
That's it. Yeah, I think listening to you guys, especially as an animation director, especially since you've been through the grind already, and you came out the other way alive and well and successful, it's very good for anybody that is watching this because any especially young animators, people that haven't got into the industry yet. Some of this stuff maybe not like the whole thing about taking care of yourself and all that stuff maybe not make sense now because the only thing you're thinking about is that job and getting that money, but it will make sense once you start working and getting those positions that Mustafa and Kevin have. And I commend you both for actually like, making the time, making the games that you make. I know that a lot of people watching this right now on the future will be very keen to actually kind of join Slow Clap, even though you guys only have a certain amount of opening positions. It's very hard to get an opening in animation over there, right?
That's a question for Kevin.
For Kevin, it's very hard, right?
Uh, we 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 take the time. We take the
Take
time
your
we
time.
need.
So
Yeah,
people should apply
yeah,
a
absolutely.
hundred percent. So
If there is a learning from this, apply, go for
Yeah,
it,
yes,
go for it.
so go to Slow Clap. I actually had the website up, so people understand exactly where they need to go. Go to Slow Clap, bother Kevin, bother Mustafa, tell them that you watch this. But if you actually go to jobs here and open application or job opening, if there's one, submit your stuff if you feel confident, and maybe, just maybe, you can actually like join these two awesome fellas and work with
yes.
them in awesome games.
I promise I look every uh, every mail of animation junior, and
Yeah,
even though I maybe don't reply a lot, I read it.
amazing. So now you know. At least you get that. And ask for feedback as well if you can when you apply, because that maybe Kevin or Mustafa can actually give you some as well. And yeah, with that, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Mustafa. Have a great
Thank
dinner.
you very.
Enjoy
Thank you.
yourself, and I hope to do this again at some point in the future.
Yeah, always a
Yeah,
pleasure talking with you.
I hope you
it was
enjoyed
a
it.
pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you, Mustafa.
Thank you.
Ciao.
See you
Bye
guys.
bye.
See you.
Bye bye.